And a Virginia mom wants to honor her son with autism. More on our efforts to get a nationwide JPs Law to protect drivers with hidden disabilities during police pullovers. People with invisible disabilities like autism can get their driver's license, but their reaction to a traffic stop may not be what an officer expects. It's why there's something called JPs Law in Virginia and Washington, D.C. to offer these individuals an extra protection. And now there's a growing push to take it nationwide.
It's very, very scary, not just because of him having autism, but because he's a young black man with autism. So he is a minority within his minority. I did JP's Law in honor of my son, not in memory of him. And so many times laws are made and changes made because of a tragedy. And I 100% believe that tragedy should not dictate the prevention of necessary change. The prevention of tragedy should. And so we did this in honor of my son, not in memory of him, so you would know who he is, not who he was. And this is him. This is my boy. What do they call you? They call you James, and what else?
JP.
Mm-hmm. This is the JP behind JP's Law. What is JP's Law?
Well, JP's Law is a law that I initiated in 2013, passed in 2014, that allows individuals who have autism or intellectual disability to be able to add an innocuous code to their driver's license or identification card, noting that they do in fact have this diagnosis. It's not a pass. It doesn't say, you know, the person with autism gets to do whatever they want. It just means that law enforcement will be more aware of their disability, and even if they are 25 years old, they'll allow them to call their mom in the middle of the traffic stop to say what's going on, so mom or dad can calm them down.
What is it about driving that you really like?
Just going anywhere you want to go.
Wayne was involved in a traffic stop, and it was a speeding ticket. When the police officer first came up on him, he didn't think that he was stopping him. So he kept on moving from lane to lane, trying to get out of the way of the police officer, not realizing that the police officer was stopping him.
So he sees the police car, he sees the lights, and he even hears the siren. But he misinterprets exactly what the officer's intentions are.
So you weren't expecting to see those lights behind you?
Not really. He was speeding up. The police officer was behind me, speeding up. And I don't know, I sped up just to get out the way. But then he turned his lights on. Then when I found out that he was pulling me over, I was in the left lane at the time. I just pulled over to the left. And I don't know. I've never been, like I said, I've never been pulled over before by a police officer. So, I don't know, that's all I can say.
With Wayne and his autism, sometimes when he gets nervous, he doesn't communicate as well. He kind of doesn't look at you like face to face and eye to eye sometimes. He may say the wrong thing. He may make, you know, strange movements. I'm just thankful that it went very well.
You know, I saw something recently on social media that said, you know, autism is just like the difference between an Android and an iPhone. They're two different operating systems, and that's what it is with autism. When you meet one person with autism, you've met one person with autism, and it's not just one behavior for those with autism, but there's several, and JP could display them or not display them. Though I don't think JP will be driving, I know that there are individuals who do drive, like Wayne, who, when they are stopped by police, law enforcement doesn't understand their behaviors, and maybe they're non-compliance or they're misunderstanding. And I just sadly felt that if something were to happen and he were shot and killed by police, that tragically it would be justified because law enforcement didn't know. And at the end of the day, he would not be complying with anything that they asked him to do. Not because he was being disobedient or disruptive, it's just simply his cognitive ability didn't allow him to know that. It feels really good to know that my son is the face of JP's Law, and it's good to know that law enforcement is learning that there are different looks for this disability and there's different abilities for this disability. You know, it seems like being black in America is a crime. and now being black in America and having autism is even more of a crime. So it's very, very scary for us, because it seems like we're being shot before we're figuring out everything that's happening, or with that person individually. And even recently with the Utah shooting, it wasn't a young man of color, but he did have autism. His mom called the police to come and help with a mental health issue. And he was shot several times and is now in the hospital. JP's Law going national is 100% important.
As a parent, I mean, every time he goes out, I just pray. Just pray every time he walks out that door. I really do. And in these times, you know, with it being so scary with everything going on in the world right now, it's just heightened. And having a disability on top of that makes it even worse for a parent. The officer that Pam got us in contact with that helped us with his speeding ticket, he actually does training within our local district. And so sometimes he asks Wayne and other adults or kids with disabilities to come and speak to the recruiting class, to the training class. And so we've been involved with that. So I'm hoping that that's, you know, helpful with the police officers, at least in our area that we live. And I know that Richmond has been doing quite a lot of things with training. Whatever I can do as a parent and whatever Wayne can do as an advocate for himself is just a great thing and a great opportunity.
For people who don't know about living with autism, how are you the same as everyone else?
I walk, I talk, I drive, I got a job.
Do you do stuff with Special Olympics?
Yeah. Running, roller skating, ice skating, and basketball.
When you run against other people and you do stuff with other people, what's your favorite part?
My favorite part, I was running hard so fast, so I could be in first place.
After the race is over, what do you like to win?
Gold medal.
Gold medal. So if not a lot of things understood, we understand racing and first place is gold medal, right?
Right.
So.
Well, you have a gold medal mama. Do you love your mama?
Yes.
Yeah. We all do too.
Thanks, kid.
You're welcome.
Pam Mines says advocacy for people with autism and intellectual disabilities truly is a family affair and includes her husband Perry and daughters Michelle and Sydney. You will often find them lobbying for a nationwide JP's Law and other measures for people with autism and intellectual disabilities. This likely isn't the last time you'll hear about their work. Thanks for watching Virginia Currents. Join us next time for more inspiring stories. I'm Amy Lacey.